Boracay is located in the West Visayas region in the center of the Philippines. It's popular for its beaches and blessed with a long stretch of powdery white sand, crystal clear and azure waters, and a stunning sunset. Boracay is known as the island of paradise or the island that never sleeps. Wow, this is very interesting to know that Boracay offers the unparalleled blend of natural wonders and entertainment. Despite its small size, Boracay has everything you need at close distance, making your stay convenient and effortless. Welcome to the Midday Show live on Eco Television International. We'll be talking about Boracay, which is an island in the Philippines, just a small place, just a small region that we just picked for you to have fun and know things to know about them. I have Tony in the studio with me. Hi, Tony.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
You look dashing.
Thank you.
Like your beauty or your countenance today is more of like something that can, lure one to go to a journey unwillingly.
Oh my goodness. Like, are you just willing to just say, I'm willing to say yes, please. I'm willing to say yes.
Sorry, the ring is not here, so
okay.
we'll do this some other time.
Oh.
But then throw me some reels too now. Don't just let it go empty.
You look good, you know now. You're always trying to represent. I understand.
This one is this you look good is too casual.
No, but you know you look good now. You know, like when
I know I look good now. I'm confident of that.
Yourself now. Calm down.
Let me do my spec again on my eyebrows and my flat.
You look good actually.
Thank you.
Good, yeah. Of course, it's always interesting to start this program knowing fully well that we're going to talk about a beautiful and then not really a country, but then it's just like a region in the Philippines, and then you know that they have different places in which you can find yourself visiting, and then you can explore a lot of things. And then Boracay is actually part of it, one of the islands that people are looking forward to visiting. In our sponsor, they said, okay, I think some years back people did not even recognize it that much. Like it wasn't really something or somewhere that people want to really go to. But then as time goes by, as the days were coming closer and all of that, people start thinking of places, and then they start exploring, or now they realize that this is another place for them to go and have fun. And for me, okay, when during the research, I just understood something about Boracay. Like the people there will always tell you it's good for you to be happy. Like if you want to be happy, you just need to go to places. Sometimes maybe let's say you can be in a situation in which you're sad, or rather you're not happy about something, but then once you find yourself in a particular location, you realize like just the atmosphere alone will just change your situation. Like you just realize it will just light up your mood like immediately. So then Boracay is actually a place one needs to find himself in order to change some perspectives of life and all of that, because we might feel, oh, this life is coming to an end for me, like what is there to live again and all of that. But then the environment alone, the activities that is being done and everything there will just make you realize, oh, okay, there's more to life and all of that. So then Boracay is one place that I really need people to look into, people to make research on, and then to just find themselves there. Like just find us, even if it's just for a week or 2 or 3, it won't kill you. Like just have fun, just experience this peaceful place.
Most definitely. This place is, I just realized, is one of the best islands in the whole of the world.
True.
And it's not just the best, but then if you go to country like the Philippines, you realize that it's one of the most popular islands in the whole of Philippines. Like you cannot explore Philippines and not explore Boracay because of how with the amount of people, number of people that goes there for vacations, for relaxations, for picnicking, for what's it called, honeymoon, and a lot of things. When I wanted to remember honeymoon, the first thing that came to my mind was honey bell. So I don't know what it brought into. I don't know what brought that into my head though. But honeymoon, and then a lot of activities that you would want to get involved into, and then you should and then know that you are not going to be dull or maybe being engaged in activities that would make your mood to swing into one thing or the other, just like the way you guys are used to. So
Wow.
if you are a
No, what
girl,
do you mean by just say you girls
I'm
are like
sorry,
we have
I'm
mood
trying to
swings
make
or
a point. I'm
something?
just trying to make a
You're
point.
no, you're not making a point. You're
And
just trying to accuse
to
us.
further buttress my point, if you are a woman, if you are a lady that is always a victim of or has been a victim of mood swings and all, like Linda, you can
Wow. I take an exception to that. Like
you
really?
can you can easily visit Boracay because it's a place that no matter how boring you look or probably everything seems to be for
No
you,
matter how
the
boring your
moment
life is.
yes, that's the word I think. The matter how boring, no matter how boring your life is, the moment you land your foot in Boracay, believe me, the
Everything will change.
perspective, the
Like
lifestyle,
everything.
everything will change. But then life outside is cost though. You will not just expect to go to a place like that without not having a lot of funds, like embellishing yourself with a
Don't
lot
go there
of
and get stranded.
no, you can get stranded. It's normal to be stranded, but make sure that you have an alternative plan to fall back on. Because
So you
sometimes,
so it's allowed for you to be stranded when you
no,
find
I'm not
yourself
saying
in
it's
a
allowed, but
country
it's
that is not
normal.
yours.
I'm just saying it's normal to be stranded because
Okay.
sometimes you can have a low budget on some certain things. You can go there based on the perspective of how the expense of things were as at last year or last 2 years, and not knowing how things that the price of things has inflated and all of those
Yeah,
things.
true.
So it's
This
possible
is
to
a
be,
situation you
yeah,
say
it's
I never
possible to be stranded.
experienced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing. So it's actually a fun place. It's a place that you go and forget life as like
True.
say like you can. It's a place that you go and forget that life exists on its own.
Wow. And
You
when you're
can
living the life.
like it's a place that you can go with a lot of frustrations, depression. By the time you are into it, all of those things disappears, and then probably by the time you go back to your depression and frustration. So the best thing you can do, and advice coming from me, Tony, is that you probably should just make there as your place of permanent residence so that you don't go back to your depression, you don't go back to your frustration, you don't go back to your nagging wife, you don't go back to your bossy boss at work, you don't go back to life entirely. You just be there enjoying life to its peak. You have fun, you make friends, you
Life is
engage in
not a bed
activities,
of
and it's
roses.
a
The last
place
time I
that
checked.
they don't sleep. Like
True.
activities there is ongoing consistently.
An island
If
that never sleeps.
like there are a lot of activities, it's not just a place that probably you thinking by the time it is say 2 a.m., 3 a.m., people will start sleeping or probably activities will stop and all that. It's a 24-hour running place or
A
island.
247 thing.
So you can get to be involved in whatever you want to. Please, in case you want to go, try as have enough of sleep at home first. Like have reserve like 1 week and sleep your sleep. So that by the
You
time
can
you
never cheat
by the time I
nature.
arrive, by the time you arrive in this destination,
You can never cheat
sleep
nature.
will sleep you and sleep will be like two other parts. So I think for me it's a place that I would love to visit, and maybe if God should touch my heart like he usually does, maybe I would want to take you along sir, because of
Take
your
me.
beauty. Because
I
of your
don't
beauty.
need I don't need your
Because of your beauty. You know,
I don't
there's a way beauty, there's a way you can compliment me, sure you know. So maybe by the time I think that way, I would want
so
to
in
take you
other
along
words I
sir.
should bribe you.
No, you don't have to necessarily bribe me. But all you need to just do is because you know Nigerian girls now, you can just go to a place that is that beautiful and all, and then they will want to neglect you.
But what
So
makes you think when I get there I will not forget that I came with you?
that's what I'm saying. That's one common thing about Nigerian
Anyways,
girls.
that aside, they said the quiet and sleepy island has become a crowd pleaser and a world-class destination over the years.
True.
So it has become a place where people go there to find peace, where people go there to do
Five solens.
like just other activities that you know that you don't find them in other parts of the world where you've been to and all of that. If you find yourself in Boracay, it's actually a place where you should just relax and have fun to the fullest. Of course, they said it's broadcast perfect beaches and rock formations have also become favorite backgrounds for couples.
Getting married.
Getting married
And
and then
spending their
honeymoons and all
honeymoon.
of that.
Hey God.
Like
Like this kind of thing, you be like, God when? God when?
so let's just ask the question. But
When?
anyways, Boracay is actually an interesting place to be. And okay, talking about security, the safety in
It's so
Boracay,
secured.
it's secured because they said they have the security agents like going around
Two four
everywhere, two four
seven,
seven, and then taking care of things in case if something is going to happen. Maybe there are times that people can just start a fight. Maybe something can just lead
one
to
to one thing
something,
that
and
could
then
at least
people will just
commotion.
decide good, and then they have securities everywhere, so you're protected, you're safe. Whatever it is you're doing, wherever it is you're going to, you're covered, like you
But
don't
then
have
you
a
have to be
problem,
extra
but you
careful
still need to
yourself
be
because
careful.
at most times you can be. There are some people that are at some extent stubborn. Like you are not really good with some certain things. Let's say, for example, say swimming, because I'm very sure with the amount of people that are usually trooping into that particular island, it's not just everybody that the security guards there can be or probably will take surveillance on. So you as a person that knows that you're not really good at swimming, you should know
Just be
that
careful.
you should have some boundaries of where you're supposed to go
Maybe
or
use
reach
a
in
life
water.
jacket or
People like you
something.
that don't know how to swim or that fear water, I know what you can do. But then there are some stubborn people that don't really know their boundaries. So in a case like that, you should be careful for yourself and then try as much as possible to know where your boundaries are. Ask questions, or probably if you really are not the kind of person that like asking questions, go with someone that you know in case anything happens, the person can easily just rescue and all
Yeah.
of that. And it's not just about swimming. There are a lot of activities that are ongoing
A lot
there.
of
Like
games
if you're
that
a
you can't
party
just
party
involve
person, you
yourself.
can as well be engaged there. If you are the type that like skiing on top of the water, it's good. There's one thing they call banana skiing too. I think it's so peculiar only there where I think it's more of like a balloon
Yeah.
that is being blown, and then you sit on top of it, maybe with your lover or something, and then it will like
Just imagine the fun
the
in
waves of the
that.
water will just be driving you, like will be pushing you, and then you'll be enjoying the cool breeze. If you have some unsettled talks, you settle it inside the water. If there's disagreement, you disagree inside the water.
And agree inside the water again.
So it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of
Yeah,
experience that
true.
one can get in contact with and then just blend for the meantime,
Yeah, the
for the
best time
time
to
being rather.
visit Boracay is actually for you to enjoy everything. They said it's giving many sites and activities. However, it's been an island destination. And then the best time to visit is visit on the bright and
And sunny
sunny
days.
days. The dry months usually fall from December
To
to
May.
May.
True.
So then you know that at least whatever it is you're doing, you just know the right time
Time
to
to
find
go.
yourself there and where to go to, because it's not just anywhere you find yourself that you just want to create a scene and all of that. You just need to know the places to go to. And then they said the cheapest time, of course, they said like most destinations in the Philippines, Boracay Islands low season runs from August to October, and then the wet months of the year coming here at this time means that almost
I
everything
think cost
costs
less
less, of course. But
from the
then
flight
there are
tickets and then the hotel
everything is less. So
accommodations.
then you just need to know the particular time, the month for you to
So maybe Linda
travel.
will travel
So
around this time.
maybe because it's the cheapest time, right? Anyways, it's actually
No, it's
good
good
to
to
know.
reserve money
True,
now.
true,
You
because
can,
you don't need to be extravagant with
yeah, you
money
have to be
like
really,
that. You
really
just need
that's extravagant
to
types of
know
spending.
how you manage your funds and all
True.
of that. It does not mean okay, because if you have the opportunity to, you have the resources and all of that, why not? If you don't have it, you wait for the time. Maybe let's say that time that you can actually spend less and
True.
all of that, then you find yourself there because you have a lot of activities for you to do in Boracay. And then when you find yourself there, you just need to explore, I think, almost everything
But I
there.
think to some extent there will be some restrictions because during the wet period or the wet season, I believe there are some activities that the rain will not allow you to be engaged into.
Yeah.
So if you want to as well think of the less, the cost of things that are being done less as at that time, you should as well think of the fact that you are likely not to be engaged in every activity that is going to be done there. So it's best you go during the dry season so that whatever activities you want to be and I mean to be a victim of, you should just try avoid the rainy season so that you will not be restricted to some particular activities and all of that. Then we have the weather in Boracay. They said as it is with the rest of the Philippines, Boracay experiences both dry and the
Wet
raining season,
season.
the wet season, and then the hottest months are from
From
March
March.
till May. And then while the wettest months are from August, or it runs through August to October. And then November to February is mostly
Dry.
dry. So you should know when to travel, when to do some certain things, and as well so that you will not be caught a victim of one thing or danger or the other. And then they said festivals and events in Boracay is the holiday seasons from Christmas until New Year is the high time for Boracay because it is it's festive island atmosphere, and then night-long celebrations. And there are a lot of things that you are likely to go do there. And then you have Chinese New Year also that sees many international tourists coming to the
The
island. So
island.
they have Chinese New Year. So I don't know if it is different from the normal New Year we have or we do or we celebrate. But then I just want to understand the fact that it's actually a time where a lot of celebrations are ongoing, a lot of festivals are ongoing, activities and all of those things that you do all night long.
When to avoid visiting Boracay, they said the months of July to October may bring heavy rains, and then there will be a bigger chance that flights and ferry rides to Boracay will get cancelled for safety
I just
reasons.
said it. Restrictions.
So like it's actually interesting to know that this particular island, they really take they really lives are really precious to them,
The
and then
is
their
of
family and all of
prestige.
them. They just know the right time and the right things to tell you and when for you to visit and all of that. You shouldn't be careless with your life, thinking okay maybe it's my life or maybe it's my money, it's my resources, so then I can just go at any time. I think it's actually a rule, or rather this is what they do often. So then you really need to make your research to know the right time to be in Boracay and the right time.
Not to.
And then we have Boracay Island, generally considered to be a safe destination for tourists. We said that, and then the locals and inhabitants have become so accustomed to visitors from almost every part of the world, making them their
Friendly and
friends,
warm.
and then they warm to them and all of that. He said, but they being said,
That
that
means
being said, some locals, especially vendors, have also gained the reputation of being overly persistent when offering souvenirs and tour packages. Just politely say no if you do not wish to buy any of what they are offering. Like, okay, fine. It's more like when you find yourself in, let's say, a
a
country,
strange
or rather
place.
a place that you're not used to and
Familiar
all
with.
of that. The people, of course, you know, when you enter marketplace, people want to tell you, okay, come and buy this for me and all of that. So people can be very rude to you. Someone can just maybe kick you or push you and be like, I don't want to buy it. But then to them, okay, they are trying to advise us now, the people that, let's say, the visitors now going there. Just be polite to them, because
Maybe
okay, this
maybe they don't accommodate rude response or
these
rude
people are
behavior.
just trying to do their business and then make their money and all of that. And then you are just there maybe for a couple of months,
Or
and then you're
this.
leaving, or days. So then it's just good that you don't
You
just go
leave
and
a good
show yourself.
impression.
Give a good impression of where you're coming from, and then just it pays to be good.
True.
That's one thing I know. Like, you don't really need to show people another side of you that does not even exist. Maybe
True.
because something is happening at that moment, then you just want to throw out and then just be mad at them and all of that. Just try to do business. Then they said politely say no if you don't want to buy what they are
To
selling.
take nothing out from you. Then getting around Boracay, that the island is actually a very small place, but then you can always enjoy exploring the entire white beaches and then its inner streets on foot. So you don't have to necessarily go on bikes, on bicycle or car or any of those things. And then when mass tourism is at its peak, Boracay's main street running parallel to White Beach become overly congested, and it was much easier to just so it will be more easier for you to just walk. And then tricycles remain to be the most popular motorized mode of transportation there. You will see them running along major and smaller streets around the island, and it is best taken if you need to go to areas where away from from White Beach. And the number of them will ask you to rent the entire bicycle or tricycle for your trip instead of taking in
And
other
other
passengers
passengers.
along the way and then expect to pay more
More
for
for
this.
this.
So I think it's normal. For me, I feel it's even best. I just trek instead of having been inside tricycle or bicycle or
Is it
any of
because
those
you don't have
things.
money?
No, it's not about money.
Okay.
No, sometimes there are some certain things you take close cognizance of
So
when
what
you are
if the
trekking.
distance is not what you can actually walk?
So long I'm not the only one trekking,
Okay.
I think it will be fun for me.
But I put it to you because you don't have money,
No,
because
it's
or
not about
rather because
money.
you don't want
No,
to
this is
visit
not
other
even money.
people. But you can just, they said you can pay
If
for
the
the
thing
whole
is,
tricycle,
if I
sir.
decide,
You
no,
can pay for the
what
whole
I'm saying
tricycle and
is
just have
there's
fun.
there's this fun, there's this vibe, there's this connectivity, or there's this proximity you get to natural things when you walk
Okay.
than when you are inside a car or you're inside tricycle or something. Like there's this closeness when you have your
I
feet.
still don't
When you are
agree
talking
though,
from
but then that's fine.
you are talking based on the mentality you have.
No, don't even come to me back like
No,
that,
I'm
because
just trying to
the
let you
thing
know.
is,
You know,
you're saying you will just, maybe you just
ideally you are
walk,
going
you
there to
trek.
have
So
fun.
maybe when you go with your wife or maybe your
You
girlfriend, and then you
trek, you
just
hold
want to,
hands.
So you
You
feel that,
discuss, you
anyways.
talk. I think for me that's it. Like you can be trekking and you notice something around where you are trekking and you like, oh, let me take a little bit closer to this, and then you take whatever thing you want to take, and to me it's just the fun of trekking.
Anyways, I don't have a problem
You have a
with that.
problem. You have a problem. Go say
I
it.
don't have a problem with that, but let me just allow you, because I think that's your own perspective. That's
True.
what you believe in. That's what you understand. That's the
Most
best love language
definitely.
you have. And then
No,
I have,
it's not a love. It's not a love.
to,
Who is
of course, that's what you're
what
saying.
concerns this
That's
thing
what
with
you're
love
saying.
language
That's the
now?
best, of course, because
It's not a love language.
you
No,
can
it's
work with
just
your
for me
woman
an
and
ideal
you're just
fun,
doing.
an
It's still
ideal
love
way of
language
having
for you.
fun.
Anyways, please, let's not argue
I
about
would
this.
want to go
You
deep,
you've
but
said
I don't
said
want
too
to. I don't
much
want to be as if
already.
I'm
Just
attacking you. But
take a chill pill. Take a
let
chill
me just
pill.
calm down.
Please.
Let's not bring Nigeria to Boracay.
Okay, we're talking about Boracay, and then we're telling you a lot of things to know about Boracay. But right now, we're going to take a time out, and when we're back, we'll tell you more about their food and places to visit. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's still the Midday Show live on Echo Television International, and we are talking about Boracay. And then earlier we were saying a lot of things about the security, the things to do, the fun you should have, and how you should compose yourself. And when you're going to do anything, I still have Tony in the studio with me. Welcome back, Tony.
Thank you for having me. Not as if you can do without me though, but let me
I
just
don't know why
thank
you
you.
like feeling yourself,
Let me
but
make it formal, so it won't be as if I'm being attacking and all that. I'm a very gentle guy.
okay,
So take us through
Boracay.
things to do in Boracay.
Things to do in Boracay. We have the go parasailing. It said, looking for an adrenaline pumping activity to kickstart your Boracay escapade, then you should definitely try one of the most popular activities in Boracay. Apart from getting a heart thumping 15-minute ride, you can glimpse the island magnificent landscape in all its natural glory.
My God,
Like, this
God,
is just the fun for
I'm so in
me.
doing
Like,
this. I am so
like
doing
I'm so
this.
going to do this. Like, seriously, like, this is just the fun we're talking about. Like, if you're just looking for that time, like that thing that's going to pump that spirit in you, like, this is
Oh
just
my
the best
God.
thing to do. Like, just go do it. Like, I always say, just go have your fun,
Like
live the life,
this
live
is the
the
kind of thing
moment.
you get
Like,
involved into, especially when you are having some personal issues in your marital lives, and then you go out, you and your couple, to be engaged into activities like this. Like before you know it, you forget whatever
do you
issues that you
understand?
guys
Like,
have
you just
faced,
understand, okay,
and then
fine,
that
like,
first
we just see
love,
that, just see
that first love that
the
united you
happiness, just
guys before then, like to just ignite again, and then you guys are back on track.
Boracay is just the place
This
to
is what
visit, please.
relaxation and having fun brings to one's
True,
soul.
true,
It ignites what is dead,
true,
and then it brings to existence what has not been existing, or probably
true.
what has stopped existing. So for me, I think this is one of the best activities that
Honestly.
happens there. And then we have you enjoying sunset cruise, and then some of the most iconic photos of Boracay are snaps of its legendary sunset.
Sunset.
And then what better way to witness this cascading spectacle of pink and orange panting the sky than through a leisurely cruise through pristine waters? And that this is not it will not take you to do the sundown viewing spots, but also offers equipment rentals such as
Snorkeling.
what do you call it,
Snorkeling
snorkeling
gear.
gear, and then stand up pedal boards, and then you can fully enjoy the water while waiting for the sunset. For me, it's just the fun for me,
Yeah.
because there are some certain things that you don't just have to really be rush or probably rush about it, but then even the gentility that you get from being seated quietly enjoying
And
the
then just
breeze
wait
and
for
all
the
those things,
sunset, like
like
how
I
it
feel
comes up.
it's resuscitating, like it brings one back to life.
You see, there's more to this life than just sitting and
Having
worrying
going
about a
to
lot of
bars,
things.
to
Do you get,
drink, to
like,
club, and all those things.
there are a lot of things that you will do, that there are a lot of activities you find yourself doing that you realize you're just becoming very young, like instead of you aging and getting old and all of that. But even in as much as the age is increasing, but then you realize you're becoming very happy and all of that. So there are places you should find yourself, like don't just live this life and then end up dying without fulfilling little things. Like all
That-
these small things
That's why it says
matters a
advice
lot.
medically that you should laugh more than
Of
that you
course. They
having
said
your face
laughing more,
squeezed
of
and all
course,
that.
makes you look very young. Like, so then why would you just be happy?
And how do you
Like,
laugh?
you
How
have
do you laugh long? Is when you engage into activities that are fun.
activities like this. Like, don't just be a sadist. Just
True.
make sure you have all the things and live the life. Go on drilling, jet sky ride, and then looking for thrilling things to do in Boracay. Feel the need for speed. I might just do the trick. Book a 15 minute or 30 minute section on clock, and you will be coasting through Boracay's crystal clear waters without a snap. Trying it out at the first time, fret not. Qualified local English speaking instructor will show you the ropes on how to maneuver your jet sky and provide you with all the other equipment you might need. Of course, you know when you find yourself doing a new thing, maybe
And then
let's
you're
say
scared
and then
of
you're scared of it. Like, of course we know that that thing is
fear.
there, that fear is there, but then you have people that will take you around, people who will help you, who will teach you what to do, tell you, okay, no, do this, put your leg here, hold this, and all of that. Like, your safety matters to them, so they won't just want you to just enter there and then realize
You are all confused and
everything is.
stranded and scared and all of that.
So then find yourself in Boracay and do all these activities. It's just interesting.
Then we have the island hopping. The island hopping is like more of like if you are wondering what else to do in Boracay, that consider going on going to discover more of the Boracay's unspoiled coastal treasures. Pre-book a 4.5 hour tour with clock, and then you get the chance to visit the powdery white sand of Buka Beach, and then Crocodile Island. You also get to enjoy a delicious grilled buffet lunch that you can devour with your family and friends. Like you devour this with the whole of your life. Like you devour this
Honestly,
as if your entire life
depends
depends
on
on
it.
it. So please, I beg you in the name of God, this particular one, Biko, don't avoid
Are
it.
you begging people?
I'm begging you because this is what unites friends and families together.
Honestly.
When you are into a place, like a place that you feel, if in case we disagree here, we all will just perish here. So it's better we don't have any other option than to just agree and
Actually.
unite. I'm just joking though, but I feel it's it's a thing that unites family and friends all
True.
together.
Hop on a banana boat.
This is my most desired fun that I want
If
to
you're
do.
looking for a fun and exciting activity to try, why not go on a banana boat ride?
True.
It's one of the top things to do in Boracay for a good reason. Hop on the inflatable ride and go as fast as 30 kilometers.
Are you scared already?
You will definitely have a bumpy one, but trust us, you will have the best time. Are you for real?
I'm serious.
Like,
look at it now.
wow, banana
It's so
boat.
fun.
It's fun actually, but someone like me, wow. Anyways,
Okay, what will you be scared of? That maybe you are likely to fall. You just fall inside the water.
you get like really like I just feel like there's nothing to hold
Look at how
and all
free
of
they
that.
are now.
But this is the fun of it. Do you
True.
understand? This is the fun of
And
it.
besides, you're even with life jacket, so
True though.
your
Wow.
safety
For how
is
long?
guaranteed.
Anyway, this is actually interesting. This is good. This is fun. Like, just find yourself doing things for fun and be happy.
And they say we have the helmets diving, and then you have to be eager to spot the gang, but not much into spilling into a diving suit. Then is the perfect Boracay activity for you to do. All you need to do is just put on an oxygen pumped helmet, and then you can stroll along the ocean floor as you would on land and meet the island's wide marine life up close. To me, it's normal.
I don't even want to
But I
try
wouldn't
this
want to
helmet
try
diving
this
actually. they have
It's
fun
fun.
things to do,
It's
of
fun,
course.
but
They have a
I
lot
think
of
it's based on your preference.
true though.
Whatever
True.
one that you prefer doing, to me, is just the best. Your choice is your best. So To
Is
me,
what,
it's
yeah, of course, what is going to give you peace is what you should do. If you
true.
find yourself in Boracay, why not just have the
Do it.
fun? Like, why not just do it? You're not going to die.
Don't do it because people are doing
Like,
it. To
just do it
doing it
because you
because
want
you
to
want
have
to do it.
fun,
Yeah.
because you want to be happy. Like, that's just the key thing for me. Like, you want to be happy, you want to have the fun, you want to do it. Don't do it because someone is forcing you into doing it. Do it because you want to feed yourself, you want to be happy, you want to have fun, you want to just smile always and look young.
But I think it's good though. Do you know why? He
Okay.
said you can just be strolling inside the water like the normal way of you strolling outside the water. So you're likely to see things that are underneath the
The
water. So
water.
for me, I think it's because
It's
there's some.
fun too,
It's going to be
though.
fun though. I
True.
just thought of it now. It's going
It's
to be
going to be
fun.
fun. So then everybody,
Like imagine
like,
yourself working side by side with fish, or maybe with
anyways, I
shark.
don't know
With shark.
about that though, but we've said a lot of things about Boracay activities and all of that. Now we're going to talk about food. Of course, you can't just travel to a country and then you don't
On
just
empty
try one or
stomach.
two delicacies. At least you need to tell yourself that I had to taste this
Food is
particular meal.
life, bro.
Food is, of course, if you don't eat, you will be
Bro.
malnourished and all, bruh. So the first meal here we have the burger. It said, as the name, from the name itself, it's a burger made of a juicy, the char grilled chorizo patty, served with a sweet and tangy sauce on a soft bun. This delightful dish originated in the island of Mindanao and has now become a beloved fast food staple in Boracay. The moist texture of the chorizo mixed with the sweet savory flavor of the sauce is a must
Try.
try.
I think I love
Like,
this.
it's a must try. It's just the way the name implies, it's
And
a
it's not even
burger,
that
of course.
expensive. It's not
It's-
that expensive.
but it's
Yeah,
expensive.
of course now food like
But you just need to try it. It's
burger
food.
is actually to some extent expensive, so
Yeah,
it
of
should be
course.
expensive.
But then it looks good. It looks
looks yummy.
inviting. So then you just need to try. They said it is something. It is one meal that you must
Try.
try.
So-
So why not just try? Like, you must try. Like, just try it.
There's
Just have
there's
the
no harm in trying though, so you should just try. Then we have the seafood paella. Then the Filipino take on this classic Spanish dish and is a must try for seafood enthusiasts, sorry. And then loaded with fresh cube, shrimp, mussel fish, and vegetable. And it is the perfect dish to indulge in with a group of friends. The dish is cooked in a large serving dish, giving it that perfect crispy rice on the bottom. Wow. This looks like an African food.
Yeah.
It
And
looks it.
then this is
Because
this
just like
is,
normal, what's it called? Oh God, though, this rice that people do with combination of all of those things together.
What?
Concussion.
Okay, because
looks
it's
like
not like
concussion
everything
rice.
is in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, actually. But then they said you should try it as well. We have the curry fish. We have another fusion of fish and chorizo. The curry fish is a plate of fish fillet topped with a meticulously proportioned chorizo sauce mix that is sure to tickle your taste buds. The chorizo is again char grilled, and when mixed with the tender fish, it makes for a fantastic combination. One bite can take you for a ride on a flavor roller coaster.
Oh my goodness.
It's very interesting to know that
The
all this
description
meal,
is nice, but the look of it
no,
is...
when you see, sometimes, like, when you see what maybe, let's say, the sight of it sometimes can be inviting. It could be that it's something that you don't want to try, but sometimes when you taste it, then you realize this is what I should have had, or this is what I want to have, or this is what I want to continuously eat until I leave this particular
They said the
location.
difference is in the taste. That's new.
The difference is in the taste.
That's noodles.
Advertiser.
Then we have the kinilaw. The kinilaw is a popular appetizer made with raw fish marinated in vinegar or calamansi juice, onions, chili, and various herbs. And the acidity of the vinegar or citrus juice cooks the fish and gives it a tangy, refreshing flavor. It is a perfect palate cleanser, ideal for those sunny days on Boracay's beaches. So I feel this is more like a white soup.
White soup.
Looks it. Look
Then
at it now.
just see how it
Combination
is.
of tomatoes, spring onions,
Chili and
chili,
various
and a lot
herbs
of
and all of
things.
that.
So, to me, yeah, it's something worth trying.
You should try it. At least I just know that
What's
even
the difference
if
between this one and this
the
thing that people, this local, this thing people used to do here in Plateau?
what's that?
What's the name of that thing, sef? Oh God,
I don't know what you're talking
that
about. We
white
have
thing.
the pork sisig. They said it is a dish that has been making waves as one of the top Filipino dishes for years now. And then originating from the region of Pampanga, the signature dish is made with finely chopped pig's head and liver, flavored with soy sauce, vinegar, calamansi, and chili. It is crowned with an egg and garnished with sliced onions and
Green
green peppers.
peppers.
This look inviting actually too, because
Is that
egg.
egg that I'm seeing? Like,
Yes,
oh wow.
that is how there are people who want to eat something like this. It's not just everyone that sees something that wants to eat it, but then this looks inviting as well. This looks like something that you want to have, you want to eat, you want to just have that feeling like
If I want to order
it
for this
is.
kind of food, they should not put egg, please.
Oh, but that's more like another thing that is going to garnish it,
Unfried
like
egg or not boiled.
raw egg,
Kind of, I can't eat it.
and then they use pork as well. So far as there's pork in it, I think I'm
Yeah,
good
they should
to
just
go.
give me without the egg. I think I'm okay. Then we have the lekon. And the lekon is the go-to dish of any celebration in the Philippines, and the Boracay is no exception. This dish is made by roasting a suckling pig over charcoal for hours until crispy skin covers the tender meat underneath. In Boracay, it is typically served on a platter with a side of Lincoln sauce, helping us to enjoy the Gripsy King skin and tender meat all in one bite.
It's still pig. Like they
It's
love
God.
pig in that place.
God is wonderful.
Just look at this. Anyways, this is actually
It's good though. Do you imagine having the feeling of having something like this,
But
and
when
then
I see this like
your
this,
own
I won't be
personal.
able to eat it.
You cut it to your satisfaction. You make a cut
No,
of
why
what
would
you
they
want
just
to eat.
consider? Don't just see the shape of it.
It's not what
it's
you're
a-
eating.
No, but the thing
How would
is,
you not see what
there's
you're
a
eating?
difference in which you just see them cut it for you aside and then you just eat it than seeing it complete like
Let's be
this.
sincere.
Do you-
Let's be sincere. This thing is not okay. Like
No,
it doesn't
what-
sound. No, it doesn't seem pleasing. I haven't seen what you are eating like in its real form.
Do you understand? Like you
it's-
just
it's-
picture it, then just
it's-
imagine seeing it when it's just moving.
somehow.
Do you understand? So that's what I'm saying. Like
But
for
then-
me, I think it's better for them to just cut it aside for me and then
I
just
think it's a
give it to
culture.
me.
It's a cultural thing. That's
Yeah,
just
of
one
course,
thing about
that is how
food.
it's being
So
done for them.
That's
So
how
then,
it's being eaten.
of course, if you find yourself in Boracay, you just need to adjust.
Yeah, you should
Like
make
to
some
just do,
adjustments.
of course,
yeah.
you just need to adjust and then eat it the way it's being served. In order not to make it look like maybe you don't like this and all of that.
Like
Why not just
sorry, I'm
dine
going to
with
cut
them?
in. Like I just feel it's normal. It's just like where you have chicken, a full chicken on the front of the dining table, to which everybody that wants to eat can just make it.
But you know they always cut some part of the chicken. You
But it's
won't
not
see the
everybody.
head.
It's not. They'll just cut it off
Of
now.
course, and then
But
you
then I'm
will
just trying to.
see.
I'm just trying to bring an instance
Yeah,
of
okay.
something
Anyways,
of that
that's
nature.
true though. We have the batco. It is a classic Filipino noodle soup, Western Visayas pride, and one of the dishes that Boracay is famous for. It is made of pork or chicken broth, loaded with egg noodles, pork liver, garlic, onions, and topped with crunchy pieces of chicharron. A squeeze of calamansi is added at the end to balance the richness of the pork broth. Batter will keep you warm and satisfied, especially during rainy seasons or cold evenings. Yeah,
This looks
no,
inviting though.
and then it's good for cold and all of that. So maybe let's say
It's going to be served
if-
hot.
yeah, of course it's going to be served hot. So if maybe you're cold and all of that, if you have this served very hot, then you're good to go.
You're good to go. Like something that you can just eat and then immediately you just fall into sleep. Like I think it's just a transition for me.
Yeah, I guess.
After eating, then you just sleep. Then we have the chicken inasal. That inasal is a popular grilled chicken dish from the city of Bacolod in the Negros Island region. And then the chicken is marinated overnight in a mixture of calamansi juice, vinegar, garlic, and annatto oil. Then grilled over hot coals until it is succulent and tender. Fresh chunks of tomato, onions, and calamansi are served on the side, adding extra zinc to the dish. So to me, not as much as it's chicken, and I can see that it is chicken. So why would I,
And there's rice.
devour?
Then you
eat
can
to
just have
stop.
it, like just eat it and not have any issues. Of course, if you find yourself in a country, just live like them. They said if you find yourself in Rome, you
You
behave
behave
like
like
the
Rome.
Romans. So then it's
Sorry,
actually
romance. Sorry.
it's just good to know that Boracay is actually a place for one to visit, for you to just go have fun and all of that. Once you find yourself in Boracay, I bet you will not you will not remember all the problems you have and
I
all
just
the
said,
issues.
if possible, to just make there your place of permanent residence, so that the fun, the activity is going to be ongoing
True,
in your
true.
life,
So
and
you don't
you will not go
just,
back to your worries. Just quit your job, quit everything, but make sure you have something that gives or brings income on
of
a
course, it
daily
means you're going
or
to get a
monthly.
job or
Or
maybe
better still,
just do any business and all of
you
that.
can even seek for an employment.
So
Then you
far
can
as
serve as
they're lively people,
maybe
they love
an
people.
attendant or one thing or the other, a tour guide or one thing or the other. I think to me you can earn your living and then still be enjoying it. So
Oh,
that's all.
anyways.
That's all on Boracay.
Anyways, it was actually interesting talking about Boracay today. At least I know that I have an idea of how the country is and how the people are and the things to do, activities and the kind of meal to have and all of that. I think it's just,
Philippines is actually a very great country,
yeah,
and
it
for them to
is.
have a place like this should tell you that they have a lot of more of places like this, though. But this one happens to be the best. But then there are other places like this that you can
And to
explore.
think it's actually a small island,
I'm
like,
telling
but then
you,
it has all these activities and then places where people look forward to going to and all
millions
of
of people
that.
trying to troop in every year, every month, every now and then. Like I just feel it's just the best place to go at a time
True
when you
though.
feel you need to have a relaxation.
Anyways, thank you, Tony, for doing this with
As
me.
always, you don't have necessarily, give me stipends or maybe um entice me one way or the other to be on this show. It's something I love doing for fun. So you're always welcome. Why are you left? Why are you speechless?
What I
Have
want
I
to
made you
tell you right
speechless?
now, like, I just told
You
myself
have
it's
nothing
fine,
to
just calm
tell
down.
me. We are in
Anyways,
Boracay.
thank you, viewers, for watching today's episode on the Midday Show live on Echo Television International. It was fun talking about Boracay today. I hope you had fun. I hope you have the best of today. Stay blessed. Bye.